So in today's video, we're going to look at the watch window. The watch window is a available window that you can add variables to, and you can dynamically dig into those variables. So let's see what I mean by this. So let's run this code. Do you want to count the sheets? Yes. How many do you want to count? Let's just say 5. Okay. So let's look at a couple things. So first of all, here is a message box that came up and asked this question, do you want to count? And I answered yes. So if I add int to the watch window, I can see the value that was put into that. And that's now stored as 6. And will stay as 6 for as long as this code runs until it exits. So that's great. That's a pretty simple, it's just an integer. It's a very simple value. But let's look at something more complicated. So we've got here the worksheet. So for each WS sheet, so that's just the name of the variable. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to add that to watch. So I double clicked and then I went to add watch. I'm going to get rid of int answer. So I just select it and hit delete. Let's just bring this up so we can see this, because this is mainly what we're going to be looking at. So when I click on the plus sign, so this is one worksheet in this workbook. And if I go all the way down and find the name, you can see this is sheet name 2, which is one of the sheets in this workbook. So sheet name 2 is all the way back here. There are a lot of different characteristics about that workbook, right? So it tells us all sorts of different things. It tells us where it is. So it's index 1. So it's the first worksheet in the list. It tells us a name. It tells us we can actually drill into information about the next one next to it. Right now there would be no previous, but if we wanted to, we could go to the next tab and it'll show us previous as well. It can show us what sort is on that sheet, what ranges are on that sheet, what comments are on that sheet, what cells are on that sheet, so we can dig into each cell if we wanted to. So there's a lot of different values that are in there. I'm actually going to add another one, which is always very useful. So let's take wsheet dot cells 1, 1. We'll just do dot value for now. And I'll show you what happens here. So this is cell 1, 1. So let's make it bold and let's put test in here. Let's make that bold and underline. So now if we go back to the code and we add this cell to the window, to the watch window, let's get rid of WS sheet. We can see all sorts of things like whether there's borders or not. When we go into font, it was bolded. I bolded it. I underlined it. That's a value of 2. It tells us what color it is in here with the font. So it gives us different, the name of the font that's actually being used. Here's the color, sorry, all the way up here. This is actually based on color index right now. What the formula is in there is no formula, so it just says test. What the value is if I go all the way down here, so this is value 2 is test. All sorts of different characteristics. What the row height is, the column height would be, or column width would be further up. So a lot of different information that you can find. So if you're trying to set the color of a cell, and you're like, well, what color is that right now? Now there's different ways to do this, but this is a great way to do it, where you can just go in, go and look at the font, or this would be the area, the cell area. So you go into the area, and you can look and see what kind of different characteristics are there. Colors in here somewhere. So there's a lot of different information that you can find through this watch window and by opening up the different available items in here. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Please also share. Please go ahead and check out my other videos on my page. Have a great day.